So I started watching Naruto a few months ago, and it's actually really good. I took a liking to it, and that just made me think, I should try making a kunai, because it's going to be a test of my abilities. And that's exactly what I did. So make sure you stay till the end to see how it turned out. Let's go. Alright, so I've got the pattern over here. I sketched it out over here, and then I've got this bar separately, and then I'm going to cut this out of a different material, that circular area, and then I'm going to weld them all together, because that's just the simplest way to do it. This is going to be 6.5 centimeters according to my template, so I just need to measure that out and cut it. Alright guys, so I've cut out 2 of the 3 pieces. The top part over here and the handle over here. Now I've just got to do this part where it goes at the bottom of the handle. And then I can start welding and grinding. So I decided to weld this before the bottom piece. So I'm just going to wait for that to cool down. Alright, so this project is coming along really nicely actually. So far there has only been one small problem, but I already fixed that. So now I just need to wait for this to cool down. I can start looking for metal to make the little washer piece at the end. Start sanding it down, grinding it. Alright, so I got this piece of steel that I'm going to be using for the ring part of the... Alright, so I cut a chunk off. I need to put it in the lathe so that I can start leveling it off, getting rid of all the rust on the inside and the outside. And then I can cut it to the final size and then weld it to the rest of the kunai over here. Alright, so I've done most of the welding. Well, all of the welding actually. So now I just need to leave it to cool before I start the grinding. Now I've got an insane amount of sanding to do on this to get it level. Okay, so this is in its bath right now. It just needs to cool down. The water's actually really hot, so I'm just going to leave it soaking for a bit. First, let me just show you. The blade on this is pinpoint. So I'm just going to sand this part down where it's thicker on the other grind, and then I can start making it shiny. And the handle needs sorting out as well. Alright, so I'm back at the workshop. I have finished the majority of my stuff at home. I wrapped the handle, glued it in place, and all the stuff I needed to do. So now I've just got a lot more sanding to do, and possibly engraving. I haven't used an engraving machine in a really long time, so I'm just going to go ahead and test it out first to see if it's worth doing on here. Alright, this turned out alright. I can just see that the handwriting is not exactly the best. So I'm going to do a bit more practice before even thinking about attempting it on here. I don't want to mess it up, so I'll just keep on practicing. And if it turns out alright, then I'll just engrave it on here, but I'm not too sure yet. Alright, so I finished engraving over here. I did a lot of practice runs. I think I'm going to try and do it. But first I'll sketch it out on here, and I'll have some text for me to write over so I don't mess it up. I'm actually so nervous to do it because this has taken quite a while, so I'm just going to try and risk it. So I've got some tape over here and I've got the pencil. I'm going to wrap up the handle so that I do not get any mess on it, and then I can start to engrave. Alright, so I wrapped the handle around it. I'm going to start. I'm actually so nervous. I'm just going to first draw out the text, and then I'll get started. Alright, I'm gonna risk it. I'm so nervous. It's not too late to turn back, but I just got to do it.
Otherwise it's not going to sit flat.
Okay, so I just need to go through this a few more times, and then it'll be deep enough. Then I can go over it with some sandpaper and make it a lot more readable and a lot more elegant. But I didn't mess up, surprisingly. So I will just get on with that and get some photos for my Instagram account, and hopefully I do not mess up whilst going over it a few more times. Alright, I finally did it. Now I just need to sand down the little birds on top of it, and it will be a lot more readable. And I need to get rid of the background pencil text, and then it will be a lot more readable. But I'm so glad that I was able to do it. Alright, so I finished this. Oh, it looks very nice. It's not as readable on camera, unfortunately, but in real life it looks very nice, very clean. It suits this very much, and it just like blends in with the blade and gives it a very nice contrast between the text, and it's got depth to it as well, so it's very readable. Not even necessarily in the best sunlight or best lighting, it's just in most of the cases. I could have done better. The text isn't exactly the best. I was still getting used to the crazy vibrations of the engraver, so it made it a bit squiggly, but it's not too bad, not too bad. Alright guys, I would probably call this project finished. So please leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new. Also comment down below if you got any more projects for me to make, or if you have any comments about this project. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.